You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, kind of interesting that this article conveniently drops on the day that Unrivaled starts its season on True TV at 12 o'clock in the afternoon on a Monday. And let's be real, school went back in today across the country, pretty much. At least most of the schools I know here in Texas. It wasn't like people were still on Christmas break or are still on Christmas break. They just started the season. By the way, started the season on the NFL's Black Monday, where now 6 head coaches no longer have jobs and has completely taken over the sports news cycle. Sucked all the wind out of it. And trust me, I did a video the other day. There wasn't even any wind behind Unrivaled to begin with. I have been monitoring their social media and looking at the amount of views that they're getting on different posts that's going out involving Unrivaled. It's not getting any fire at all. And you didn't start this on TNT. I just can't imagine. I mean, why wouldn't you, if you have to, just do prime time, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday? By the way, they're going up against WWE tonight. 1 year anniversary of Raw on Netflix. It's going to be a huge show. That's who you're going up against? Along with the NFL in its news cycle? And even Front Office Sports is acknowledging, listen to this first sentence. The novelty of Unrivaled's inaugural season is gone. Wow. We have the president of Unrivaled coming out and admitting they may need the WNBA's help to stay afloat. That's on the table. They're in big trouble, folks. Year 2 tipped off Monday with 2 matinee games following an evening slate. It comes with a clear challenge, solidifying the startup 3-on-3 in an increasingly crowded women's basketball landscape. As the league looks to stake its claim long term, one question persists. Is partnering with the WNBA its best bet? Question mark. Quote, I don't want to speak too much of what's going on behind the scenes, but I've made it very clear we're open to the ecosystem. I'm sure you are. Unrivaled President Alex Brazell said Monday, on the day the league's open, quote, which way that looks like, for us, there's nothing that's on the table or off the table. Nothing that's off the table is the key takeaway there. Brazil has been open about Unrivaled's efforts to work with the WNBA from the onset. In September, he told Front Office Sports that Unrivaled went to the WNBA early and was open to a formal partnership. The WNBA declined. What would be the advantage of getting involved if you're the WNBA? You're paying too much in salaries. We're going to have a league that's potentially and look, one could acknowledge, yeah, when you watch some of these WNBA games, it wouldn't hurt to have a developmental league. It sure wouldn't. And then you're talking about a league that an Ari McDonald, who I believe should have been it's crazy she wasn't on somebody's active roster. But a Chloe Bibby or somebody like that could be playing in a league? Sure. By the way, why are they coming out and saying this? Let's be honest. It's because of Project B, which is going to have this league in a damn bind. Real fast. Quote, what you look at right now is there's a collaboration that's going on in NBA Europe That was not a formal partnership before. As long as you can look at that space in an innovative lens, anything is doable, anything is possible. He's literally bringing up other examples of collaboration. By this time next year, Project B, the new traveling 5-on-5 league, plans to be up and running with a number of former and current Unrivaled players committed to play in the inaugural season, including Alyssa Thomas and Jewel Lloyd. Beyond that immediate threat, there's a longer-term one if the WNBA pursues exclusivity as a result of increased pay. Quote, they don't believe that's in the near future. By the way, we do get an idea of when that's coming. It's probably not coming in this CBA. But it does look like it's coming. That may be true, but there's a belief within WNBA circles that the league is still at least one collective bargaining agreement away from being able to offer salaries that warrant exclusivity. But for sustained success, Unrivaled needs to consider an increasingly crowded women's basketball ecosystem. Now, it goes on to talk about the great, and I do mean the GOAT, David Stern, coming out and talking about why the WNBA was created. It was created as a league opposite to the NBA, purposely. So people would have basketball to watch when the NBA wasn't playing. It goes on to talk about the fact that the Unrivaled's got all this new money. Well, it's just investment money. All right, Series B investment, valuing the league at $340 million. Following the inaugural season when the league banked more than $27 million in revenue, the league is trying to grow that number, selling more tickets in a small arena, increasing the capacity from 850 to 1,000. They literally increased capacity 150 a game. 150 people. And I'm going to tell you, I turned it over to that first game today, and there were, even in this little arena, there were empty seats. Very visible on the television screen. This league is in a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble. Breanna Stewart, co-founder, when talking about Project B, honestly, I don't know. Talking about, are they considered a competitor? Project B has a lot that's still in the works until they're on the ground running. No, that's no shade to them or anything. It's just different. We're playing 3-on-3 in one city. It's 5-on-5 all over the place. Yeah, but when you listen, here's the thing. When you listen to players talk about it, it's clear they want to play 5-on-5 basketball. That's one of the Unrivaled's biggest problems right there. And I foresee if they're going to stay in business, they're going to have to go 5-on-5. Because number one, automatically, Caitlin Clark's never playing in the league. She's made it clear she didn't think her style fits 3-on-3. Well, you just knocked out the biggest draw you could possibly have. And that's not happening. Man, I'm going to tell you, I don't know where these ratings are for these premier games, and I'm sure there may, I guess maybe there's going to be some basketball fans that are going to all come together to try to flood those two matinees, but I'm guessing the ratings for those two games are going to be sub 100,000 viewers. Is that a success? And I'm talking sub 100,000, maybe with the new methodology that's artificially pumping all these numbers up. This was code word, like business code word for Adam Silver. You got your ears on? We're in the quicksand and we're tossing you. I got a little rope here. Or could you toss us a rope? Toss us a rope. We're going down. It is what it is. I mean, I think Project B is going to stomp this league right out of existence. And then we'll see. You know, you got to realize the NBA is working with NBA Europe. Okay. Well, I mean, Project B is an overseas league, and there's a lot of reputable people involved in that league. You know? Again, Unrivaled, no Sophie, no Asia, no Sabrina, no Caitlin, and no Angel. And if you gave that league True Serum, I bet you they would have told you 6 months ago, well, we'll have Sabrina Ionescu and Angel Reese. No, you won't. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.